What's going on, man? Today, my first ever trade recap. Feel me? It's what's today? It is March 3rd. It's 9 a.m. right now. I'm not trading this morning, New York session. I actually traded in Asia yesterday. If y'all look at the charts when I'll show the screen, Asia went crazy, like 700 points of a move plus. So yeah, Asia was the move yesterday. Don't always trade Asia, but it's just how it worked out, man. Don't mind the setup. I realize I do not have a peak webcam type vibe. I have to use my real camera. Never recorded my PC screen before, so hopefully this shit works. I have to sync up the voice to my actions, but it's whatever. We gonna make it work until I figure this out. Like I said, don't wait till everything's perfect. You just take action right away. So, anyways, let's get right into it, okay? So, this right here is the trade I took yesterday. As you can see, nice trade, man. Nice trade. Caught 98 points. I'm on an eval right now. So, tonight, if Asia's good, the goal is going to be to pass the account tonight. So, anyways, let me break down why I took this trade. So, for starters, I always look at the higher time frame. Now, yesterday in New York session, I did catch a little trade, like $200. I took an L prior, but we had a nice pump during New York, right? And we came up right to this box I have marked out. Now, the way I trade, it's my own sauce. It's my own method. I've learned from different YouTubers, different traders, and just kind of pick up things from each of them. And that's how I learned how to trade. So these zones I have marked, you can see a common theme. Every time we hit the zone, we reject. It's where sellers are sitting at. Now, we did break past it into another zone that was there. But anyways, going into this session, we came back into this zone where sellers had been sitting. And before market had closed, you can see it was rejecting, right? It started to reject. So in my mind, I already was biased towards shorts, right? And I had this 1 hour fair value gap marked out. So that was really my target. I knew I would hop into that, but I just wanted to see how the market was going to move at first. So right off rip at 5 o'clock, it was going down. It was going down continuously. So we'll jump down to the 15-minute. So I was seeing it was going down, but I didn't really want to hop in because it was pre-Asia session. So it was pre-market. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I should trade right now, just because rule of thumb, typically, you're not going to want to trade during pre-market. But when I was looking, I was seeing that it was kind of a clear downtrend. I was right. It was going to go down. So I was like, all right. I was watching. It went down, came back up a little bit. It went down. So I assumed around here, I was going to get an opportunity to hop in a sell. So I was like, all right, I'm going to just take it. I'm going to take this opportunity. I had taken it on the 5-minute, this candle here. And then from this point, this trade was pretty long. It lasted about an hour and a half. But I felt good. I felt fully confident in it. So yeah, I just let it ride, bro. I just let it ride. It was just one mini, nothing crazy. So, let that bit ride. And yeah, as you see, we did get into drawdown for a little bit here, but nowhere near my SL. But we did get into drawdown for a bit until the dump happened. And then the dump was ridiculous. And we continued to dump, all night long, apparently. If this wasn't an eval, it was an actual XFA, I would have been in this with micros, would have left a runner, would have fucking banked, because I had this point here marked out for a while, because I was expecting us to get down there a long time ago. It never happened until today, or last night, I guess. And the funny thing about the way I trade, if I drag this box here, and I adjust the size a little bit, make it smaller, you'll see, boom, we reversed off of that immediately, right on that line, rejection. Then, we came back up, filled this gap here, tried to come back down, rejecting off that box, because there's a lot of buyers sitting there. So, I mean, as of now, I'm out the markets. Let's look at what's been going on since open. It's really just chop. Yeah, just straight chop. As to be expected, if you have a 700-point drop or rise during Asia, don't expect good price action in New York. So I'm blessed that I caught that Asia trade. You know what I mean? I'm halfway to passing the eval. Now, this one I kind of was fucking up on. We can go to the stats. I was just being kind of sped. So both days I took 2 trades. I came out positive both days, but my first trade on both days were terrible trades. Just FOMO into them, to be real. So yeah, it's good that I was able to recover. You know what I mean? So I'm glad about that. But yeah, that's the trade I took, man. All it was is I knew my bias. I knew the direction we were heading. I knew I was targeting this 1 hour gap. I didn't expect it to dump way past it and continue, but I was expecting that gap to get filled and to see from there. I was seeing a bit of rejection, but I knew we were still going to continue. It was just because Asia session had actually opened. So we got a little bit of a rip right at the open of Asia and then continue the dump. So yeah, I would take this trade again. The big thing about it was I knew we were coming off this point where there's a lot of sellers. You know, we rejected off of it nicely. I knew we had targets below. All I did was just wait for a better entry instead of trying to, you know, hop in randomly while it's dumping. So I waited for some rejection, hopped in, and just let it play out, man. And that's all that was. So that's the first. We'll say this is day 1 on the eval. Again, look to pass it tonight, see if there's any setups for me. So yeah, I'll have a recap for if I do trade tonight. Hopefully record it tonight as well, just to get it uploaded as quickly as possible. But yeah, man, this feels good. It's the first ever video regarding trading. Any advice I would love to take, any questions I would love to answer. You know, I'm not an expert, I'm still learning, but this is going to be my process. This is where I'm at this point. You know, I have been trading for a while. It's not like my first day trading ever, but I've never documented it. So yeah, man, that being said, I'm gonna go eat some breakfast, man. Eat some breakfast, get right, feel me? Have a good day, man. It's a blessed day today. What's the weather looking like here? I live in Texas. We've been having some warmer weather. Looks kind of gross, man. Gloomy and cloudy and windy, and it's gonna rain for like 5 days next, but still a blessing, man. Thank you for tuning in. First ever vid, once again. Appreciate you watching. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.